The pig farmer is at the World Pork Expo 2024 on assignment with Swine Web. I have Dr. Wendy Wintersteen, now president of the University of this Iowa State University. Dr. Wendy, Iowa State has had an influence on the pork production for many, many years, not just the 10 years we're celebrating with the Innovations Corridor, but enlighten us that some of the departments that Iowa State has, not just on teaching farmers how to grow pigs, but what do they influence? There's a whole bunch of exhibitors here today that have received input and influence from Iowa State. You want to enlighten us?
That's right. So you can look at Iowa State University and know the expertise we have in animal science. So whether it's in production, whether it's in breeding, whether it's in meat science, all across that Department of Animal Science, our graduates are making a difference in the industry. But then we can go over to ag education and studies and know that we have our graduates teaching ag education in high schools all across this great state. And we have a new major, ag communication. And I've met several young students here today that are so excited to be graduating with their ag communications degree so they can go out and do the work marketing and communicating about the great industry that we have in the swine industry. And then go over to the Department of Ag and Biosystems Engineering. And they're about innovating about the structures. They're about innovating in how we handle and manage manure. And so they're also involved in issues related to odor, water quality. So ag engineering, a big part also about what happens. And then our more fundamental departments, even departments like biochemistry, are involved in the issues related to the industry. And we wouldn't want to leave out the economists, because we know how important it is to look at the bottom line and understand where we have the opportunity to make a difference in that bottom line. So the Department of Economics is involved as well. In our great College of Agriculture and Life Sciences at Iowa State, we have 15 different departments. And I would say the vast majority of those departments have something that's about the swine industry.
You talked about all the departments, and they now call it life sciences, but somewhere I think we also have a department that comes under nutrition that what we're growing is that all of a sudden our consumers need to understand on how to prepare that, how to enlighten it, enhance that to get the best taste out of it.
You're exactly right. How could I leave out food science and human nutrition? So they're all about understanding how we make a better product and understand that. So I've been over in the labs where they do taste testing, where they understand how we have a better product. So food science and human nutrition, another department that works on that very set of issues.
And the food science is also working with the folks in the meat science lab, on how to properly cut those, prepare those, how to get the extra storage life, and maintain. There's procedures when we take our animals into the harvest facility. We do things right that we can increase shelf life and to maintain the extra nutritional value.
That's correct. You know Iowa State better than I do, Leon.
Dr. Wendy, I've been around you too long back in there, but I understand the importance that we've got graduates that stay locally, but as I travel about the different states, all of a sudden there's Iowa State grads leading departments at the major universities having contribution that they float back and forth, and it's important to have that cross-cultural information exchange that we go out in the world. So our educational system is extremely important. I don't mean to take it away, you're an important one, but as a pig farmer on the farm day to day, I know that the folks of Iowa State, and there's some research projects I wish you had going on, because I've got some answers, Dr. Wendy, your people haven't given to me.
That's right. There's always going to be another question that we need to do research on, and we understand that. And the nice thing about the land-grant university system is that we know that there's a need to collaborate and get along with other great land-grant universities. And we've made a business of making sure that we work with scientists across the United States to answer those difficult issues.
And our Iowa Pork Producers Association, our National Pork Producers Council and Pork Board have tried to organize some of those collaborations. As we've got to this point today, Dr. Wendy, What about tomorrow or the next day? What have you got the folks that back in their laboratories with their little pet microscopes and stethoscopes and beakers? What are they working on that we're going to be talking about tomorrow or next month or next year that we're going to have another problem solved, right?
We sure are, because they're always thinking ahead. They're thinking about the long road in front of us and what we need to be focused on. So we count on them to be keeping us ahead of the game, thinking forward, and I have great confidence that they are paying attention. And one way they know that they can stay ahead of the game is the great partnership that they have with the Iowa Pork Producers, the National Pork Board, and with the individual pork producers that they maintain contact with and have conversations with and know that they can learn from those individual pork producers.
Leon, the pig farmer at the World Pork Expo 2024 with Dr. Wendy Wintersteen, president of Iowa State University. Thank you for your time, Dr. Wendy.
Thank you.